Hi, this is Robinflying crochet. How are you tonight? You probably won't see this if you're one of my subscribers until Friday. It's pretty late tonight. It's like almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's when I have quiet time and no one's around, and I can get some things recorded. Been doing a lot of stuff this past week, 2 weeks. Got some things finished. Been working on Christmas items. Been working on charity items and things like that. Working on something for myself. Working on a granddaughter's birthday present. So yeah, I've been pretty busy. Um, Let me start with the finished objects first. And I may have to move the camera back. I just started it this close. And you hear my grandson in the background. He's just busy talking and chattering away. So, first item, I made an octopus lovey. This is going to go to my oldest grandchild. He just absolutely loves octopuses, and blue is his favorite color. So what I did was I was actually making, and all of these loveys on pentagram squares, I found a project on how to make granny square pentagrams. And I'm telling you, I absolutely love to make this pentagram. I have made blankets with it. I have made loveys with it. I just am having so much fun with this pentagram. Use it for all kinds of things. So that's for the oldest grandchild. This is for the granddaughter. I've washed them all, so they're kind of got their little things on, and they can stay, and they can wiggle. And again, it's on a pentagram. Pentagram size. There you go. That's the granddaughters. This is the 3-year-olds. Gotta check. For some reason, I have strings here. I thought I cut all my strings before I washed it. Maybe I didn't. Got him a little doggy. You can't really see this eye very good because I didn't think about it when I was doing it, but the color that I did his markings with is this fabric, and it has white in it, and it just happened to hit his eye right there. So, but he does have an eye, and of course he's got little Wiggly's hair and stuff like that, and of course it's a pentagram again. I gotta go back through and cut all the strings, and then they all go into a box, and then they'll be put away for Christmas. And here we go with this one. And this is the last one. This is for the youngest. This one will be going out to Oregon. I had evidently washed this one and then forgot to tie it. So he came a little loose in the wash. So I turned around and had to tighten him back up. But I think he's the closest I got to a bear that I've come up with. Of course, now that his ears are all wiggly and stuff like that, I may just have to steam them real quick and see if I can get the ears to stand up a little bit better. Or I might wait until it's close to Christmas right before I'm packing them and do that. But that one's for the youngest. So that one will be mailed out to his home. I've done this one a while ago, but I don't think that I actually showed it on my site. This one's actually going to Charlie's Love, which is an organization I do things for, that I have stated again. And of course, this one is just on a square. So that's the bottom side of it. And I think I've made this. I'm not sure if I made it for a set or I just made it just because I want to make it. It's supposed to be a dog. I think it's a lamb, more close to a lamb though. But I like having these squiggly hairs up here. And I don't know if people realize it or not when I'm putting all these together. I really want some knots on the top. And I like some knots on the bottom to make sure that they're going to hold up, you know, as best as they can, as the yarn will hold. So when I have hair up here, there's knots very far down in there. There's knots in there. And then I try to knot things in the bottom too. But you can't see them. I try to hide them very, very well so that you can't see them. And I thought after, this one can't have the safety eyes, but these 4 that I made for the grandkids could have, and didn't think about it until afterwards. You know, hindsight being what it is. If I had done any more than it for maybe some outside people, I might actually consider doing safety eyes as opposed to just putting crocheted eyes into them. Okay. Also for my organization, for Charlie's Love, this is a little baby cocoon. called a dimple, and I made it with some stuff up there so it would have, because I wanted it to match my hat that I made. So that is a step for my organization. So it's a dimple and a smile, and I've been busy making more smiles. I got 5 here, balls of yarn. Oh, and I have more. I just haven't finished them all up. Let's see. I got some that I finished and some that I didn't. I've been sewing in little, pulling in the threads on these. Again, some more little teeny hats. And this is called a snuggle, and you get 2. And I've explained in the past that one goes with the baby and one stays with the mom. And this was Charlie's Try It Thursday idea, and they gave 3 patterns for little hats. So I made a little one. Very simple, very easy pattern. If I remember, I'll try and stick it in my comments so that you can actually, if you want to try it, can do it too. I love the texture of it. I love that it's a little bit different than just a plain ordinary hat that I've been making. So I like them. And these are the ones that I haven't yet finished yet. Well, they're finished. I just got to tag in, pulling all the tails. And again, more hats. So yeah, I've been busy during the week doing stuff. I talked to you about trying to stay on a schedule of getting certain things done on certain days, and for the most part, that has happened except for this last week. I went and got a shingle shot. I will not do that again. That really, really hurts, and that did not make me feel well. And I understand it's a pretty hard shot to get, and it is. The kids kept hitting my arm. You think on the outside of the arm, don't get things to hit it. No, I had 2 kids that could find that spot on me every single time they sat in my lap. And of course, that's all they want to do when they're 4 and 3 is sit in your lap. All right, got another scarf done for that organization. And I'm working on probably the last one of this colors in the bag right now. So I'm working on one of those, which leads me into my whips, because I've got quite a bit that I'm actually working on. Again, like I said, I would spend 2 days a week working on Christmas presents. And I'm sorry, I'm out of the picture. I'm actually leaning over grabbing bags so I can pull my stuff up and show you what I've been working on. And this is not the right bag, because this is the kids. This is my NICU bag. It's my organization bag for that. Yes, I have a bag for that. Total bag. That's my organization bag. So then I have, this is, gotta talk about work in progress. This is this bag. So it's a nice little bag. I can just pick it up and go do whatever I'm working on that day, so it can travel with me. Hook and everything's in there that I need for what I'm working on in there. Some of the baby one and the Christmas one, I have pouches of hooks in there so that I can change up whatever it is I wish to work on. So, Christmas thing I've worked on. This is a stash buster pillow. Sorry, I have a flash thing that came up. That is right in front of my view and I can't see. So this is a stash buster. This is just a simple pillow that I'm making for my granddaughter. No big thing. When I stuff it, then I will close it. But in talking to her mom, because I made her brother a pillow earlier in the year with different fabric and stuff, she said when she washes it, sometimes the stuffing will come through the fabric. So I'm like, oh, I didn't want that to happen with this one. So what I'm going to do is take one of Elijah's t-shirts that he's outgrown. So I'm recycling. I'm going to stitch it at the bottoms of the clothes, cut off the sleeves, stitch that close, stuff it in the head, stitch it closed, and then stuff it inside here. Or I may go to Walmart and see if I can find a pillow that's this size. I don't know what I'm going to do, but that's where I am right now with that one. So I'm waiting to finish up that one. Another work in progress. This is what I've been working on today. Get my hook out of here so I know what it is. This is a bag o'day, dress. Gotta put my hooks up where I can find them. And I'm starting this for my granddaughter. I'm liking it so far. Of course, it has the texture up top because you're doing front post, back post. We're doing front post. We haven't had to do back post because the way it's stitched, it's all front post. I have back post or something else I'm doing. So that's where I am with that. This is one of the dresses from Bag of Day. I will try and post a link down below in case you're interested in doing it also. I love Bag of Day. That she considers this an intermediate project, which I think is fantastic. I got 2 of her intermediate projects going on right now. So this one I just started, and I'm also working on her cape. And I have the cape, and I was going to show it to you because I'm down actually on the sleeves, but it's across the room. So I'll show it next video. I promise. I'll show it next video. Still working on my temperature blanket, and I'm like, I don't know what it is about that. I love this temperature blanket. I'll show it to you next week because I'll get it all together. And I love doing the squares for it. I love stitching the squares onto it. But there are just certain days this week that I'm supposed to work on it. Like Monday's my day to work on that. And I was so sick I couldn't work on it. I just did not have the energy to drag it out. So I dragged something else out that I had pretty handy. Because when I drag out my temperature blanket, I have to drag out the bag of yarn that I'm working with. Make sure I get the book that it's in, that I keep records what I'm making, and I'm not sure I'm going to keep doing that, but I got that so far. And I got it's like my journal of projects that I've done, and I've completed all the way through it, but I need to come like back. I'm actually working backwards in the book now because I have so many things, or I have to trade and start a new book, and I really just don't want to do that. Then I also got to get my calendar out because I have to write my temperatures there, and I get the colors together. And then I have to also pull the bag of the yarn, and the bag of yarn is a big bag of yarn because it's at least 10 balls of every color that I'm using, plus white. And then I also have additional balls in the bottom of it to where I couldn't get like the biggest pound of the yarn. I had to buy a smaller size, so I might have bought 2. So I have that down in the bag too. But when I sit down and do it, I actually enjoy making these little granny squares. And I make 2 rounds, and then it gets a round of white. And when I'm doing that round of white is when I'm joining it to past blanket pieces. And I thoroughly enjoy it. It's just very time consuming getting all the numbers down, sitting there and doing all the pieces, and then coming back and putting them all together. But I enjoy it. But if I don't feel good, I noticed I will not pick it up. I'll pick something else up. So I haven't stick with, but I am still trying to stay pretty close to the card that I have set up for myself on what to do. And I don't know if anybody has seen it. I'll flash it up here again. So I'm trying new lighting to see if I can get better or worse with it. And it basically just tells me on what day of the week that I should be doing something. I think it might be better this way. But anyway. Mondays is my temperature blanket. Tuesdays I work for the military. I do military donations, which this is a scarf. Wednesdays is Charlie's Love, which is my baby donations. Thursday and Friday is Christmas presents, but these will change as time goes on. Saturday is something for me, which is my cape, and Sunday is Charlie's Love or military, depends upon what I feel like doing. Sunday I know I have church and I have the kids that I'm watching. And sometimes I just don't have the energy when I get done with church and the kids to sit there and crochet and to actually go home. So I may only have a spot of like 3 or 4 hours that I'm actually crocheting that day. So I don't pick anything too big, although the dress that I'm showing for my granddaughter, that seems like it's a very easy pattern to follow. The cape, which I will show you next week, very easy to follow because that one, I have 70 lines to crochet. I'm in like 13 or 14, and I have to go to 70 with it. I can stop whenever I want. I don't have to continue to 70. It's purely up to me. But it's the same thing over and over again. So it's one of those that it's almost like a no-brainer, except that it's as it's sitting there, it's getting longer and it's getting heavier. So I have to watch where I have it with me, because it's like, okay, I'm working on this, but I might turn around and go someplace else, but sit in a different position, sit in a different chair, whatever, depending on it. Working on little things, future projects coming up. I really got all my future projects like started. The next thing I would say is probably I have dashed at the year to finish. Sorry, Terry from Yarn Joy. I really wanted to do it, but when I made that mistake and realized that I made it, it's so big. I'm not taking it out. Kind of put a little damper on me, but Yarn Joy is getting ready to do an elephant. I might try that one again, that with Terry also. Or I may just have to go out and find a tutorial and follow it word for word. I really want to make each one of the kids a stuffed animal, and then I might, especially the youngest two, I might go back and make a blanket for them. I'm not sure. I know my oldest grandchild has 2 blankets from me that I've made for him. One I made for him, and one he picked colors that I made for him. My granddaughter has at least 2 blankets for me. I think she might have 3. And then her mom made one for her also, so then she has that. My son loves blankets, but I've made him and his wife at least 2. I think they're up to 3 between the 2 of them. So I don't know if I'm going to make what I'm going to make for them. I know my son's asked for a pillow, so I may come back and make him a scrap pillow. I think I might do that, because I really did find that pillow was very easy to do. If I make one that's pretty wide for him, put like a pillowcase inside of it, then I can stuff it and put the pillow inside it and just zip it closed. He probably like that. He said that when he felt Freddy's, which I made one for my grandson, he said it just felt so soft. He really did like it. So I might have that. Of course, I have a son out in Oregon, and I have to come up with something if I make something for his brother. And then I have his spouse to make something for, and the brother, the boy in Oregon's spouse to make something for. And of course I have my husband to make something for, and so on and so on. But I think that my next thing is going to be an amigurumi, I think is how it's pronounced. And I think Yarn Joy and Terry is going to do an elephant, and I think I might try and do the elephant. I think I can make it through it. I hope I can make it through it. I've really gotten much better in a lot of my crocheting skills. I'm trying to do these YouTube videos because I really want to pass on that it's not as hard as it looks. It really isn't. I think my son came up with the best conclusion that I've ever heard about crocheting. He says you're basically taking a stick and you're tying knots with it. And the knots come out to be something really amazing. And then you learn how to actually move that knot around and make that knot do different things. He says, and really once you actually get going on it and you figure out that, hey, this isn't as hard as it looks, it really is a lot of fun. He thoroughly enjoys it. So, alright, well, so that's my finished projects. That's my whips in progress. That's my future projects and thoughts about that. Hope to see you again. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up on this side. If you'd like to subscribe to my video, you need to go onto this side and subscribe on there. And then also don't forget to hit the bell button after you subscribe, so whenever I put out a video, you'll be notified. Haven't done yarn bingo much stuff. This stuff, I'm trying to think of what I've finished between now and September 1st. It's only September 3rd. And I can't say that I finished anything between those times. I just finished things within the last 2 weeks. But I will get onto that, and I will finish something so I can actually post it onto Yarn Bingo. The Yarn Bingo card is up. It is available. If you are interested, please go to Yarn Bingo on Facebook. And I forget what I want to enter to post so that you can actually get included in it, and then you'll have the posting of the Yarn Bingo. I try to keep out with people who are new and are looking for the bingo card to make sure they get a bingo card, so that they can actually play along. And it's one of these things is you don't have to do everything that's on the card. You take what you're doing and you make the card work with what you're doing, not you work for the card. Now there are some things on there that you may absolutely want to do. That's what it's there for. It's to give you maybe some ideas about what to do when you might be at a point in your thing where you're like, I can't remember what to do. That's what started with the pillow. The pillow started, August did have make a pillow square on it, and I was sitting there going, I need to make a pillow. And in my mind, my granddaughter loves to read books. She'll just sit there and read, and she likes the pictures. She'll sit there and flip through books and gather up all books and things. And I want to give her a little library corner. And I was sitting here thinking, move some furniture around. I'm like, I have that corner there or that corner there. I can put a crochet blanket that I have sitting in a corner, waiting for fall and winter. Down on the floor is a rug. I can put a chair in there. I can give her little boxes that'll hold her books. And then, maybe some comfy pillows would be nice. Her favorite color is purple. And I have made her the Queen's poncho from back in the day, and I had this leftover purple. So I took two strands of there's three colors in this poncho. I had these leftover balls. I took two strands and I just crocheted until the one strand ran out. I grabbed the third strand and I put it together, and I crocheted until the other ball ran out. And now I'm going to take the one that's left over that still has some more, and I'll crochet it all closed as soon as I stuff it. So I'll stuff it. I'll show it to you probably one more time, and then it goes away for Christmas. Because it just isn't happening right now. Got other things going on. Got to take care of that first. So, but until next time, this is Robin Flying, crocheting along. Talk to you later. Bye.